So if you're leaning a little bit on the stank face side of things with a chronic bad breath type situation, in this video I'm going to teach you some really simple steps that you can take that's going to improve chronic bad breath in a lot of circumstances. But I'm also going to teach you some possible underlying causes for chronic bad breath that just might flat out freak you out. You're not going to want to miss this.
TC Hale is not a doctor and does not claim to be a doctor or licensed in any type of medical field. Don't be an idiot and use anything heard on the show as medical advice. This information should be used for educational purposes only, and you should contact your doctor for any medical advice. Now get off me.
Before we get into any of the freaky stuff, let's talk about some of the basics when we're looking at bad breath. We first want to look at is something going on in the mouth. That's usually what people sort of think about initially, is like, oh, I have bad breath, my mouth is just gross. So if you're not taking those steps that can clear out anything that might be causing bad breath in your mouth, those are the first basics that you want to jump on. You know, you might want to do things like, I don't know, have you heard about this brushing your teeth thing? It's really a basic thing, but a lot of people just don't do it enough. You know, brushing your teeth twice a day can be really beneficial in that regard. But beyond that, there's a lot of microbes that can grow in your mouth, and a lot of them are not good. And they can also grow on your tongue. So if you're not using one of those tongue scraper things, you should try that out. And it might just freak you out what you see come off on that thing. You're like, wow, that was on my tongue. That can't be really beneficial. But you also want to make sure that you're flossing or using some type of water flosser type of thing, like a water pick, where it's like a little water gun. You can shoot it across the room like 30 feet, but you want to get in between everything in your mouth to get anything that might be growing in between your teeth and in your gum line. The other big mistake that we see a lot is people using like a mouthwash with alcohol. So alcohol kills microbes, and they think, oh, okay, well that's good, we want to kill the microbes. The problem is it kills all the microbes. And there's beneficial microbes in your mouth just like you have beneficial microbes in your gut. And those beneficial microbes are there to keep all the bad guys in check. So if you just do like a nuclear blast with some alcohol rinse in your mouth, you're going to wipe out everything. And then it's really easy for stuff to come back in and set up camp, and they just have a party because there's no good guys there to keep things in check. So it's a really good idea to avoid using these mouthwashes with alcohol. Now, beyond just looking in your mouth for that type of simple stuff, we need to look at some of the more freaky things. This mouth is part of an entire digestive system. It's not just your mouth that has to be taken care of. The whole system has to be running right for things not to come out all disgusting and gross. You know, when stuff comes out the back door, it's usually pretty gross. It's usually pretty foul, and we're like, well, yeah, that came out of our body. That can't be good. But stuff inside of our body, if it's not working correctly, can also make its way out the other end. So why wouldn't that smell foul and horrible? So if you're dealing with chronic bad breath and you're just looking for answers in your mouth, you know, that would be like if your car wouldn't start and you're just like trying to clean the windshield off. You're like, ah, man, I bought these really expensive windshield wipers and my car still won't start. You know, we look at things differently in our life, and we need to do the same thing with our body. So when we're looking at this digestive system, sure, things start with our mouth, but we need to look at what else happens. When we eat food and it leaves our mouth, it goes into our stomach. And once food is in our stomachs make hydrochloric acid, or HCl. And this stomach acid is meant to help us break our food down. But the problem is, for a wide variety of reasons, a lot of people are not making enough stomach acid to break their food down properly. So when the food is not acidified properly in the stomach, it has to break down by process of rotting and fermenting. And this rotting and fermenting creates gases and toxins and odors, and it's just not real super pleasant. Like, put a bunch of meat and food and, you know, potatoes and stuff in a trash can, and then let it sit there for a few days and go up, open it up, and stick your face in the trash can. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant because it's breaking down by rotting and fermenting in that trash can. So if food is doing that in your stomach, don't you think that would be foul? Don't you think that foul smell could come back up and cause a lot of problems when you're trying to get a first kiss on a date or something? This is very commonly the underlying problem for a lot of people who deal with chronic bad breath issues. So in order to stop that from happening, we have to help our body break our food down correctly so that it can be acidified. Once the food is acidified, it leaves the stomach and moves on through the intestinal tract. But if it doesn't get acidified, it sits there a lot longer and it rots and ferments and it creates a lot of havoc. So if you're dealing with any type of digestive symptoms, that's a really strong sign that digestion is not working correctly. We have a free 4-week online digestion course, and we'll put the link to that free course in the description below. And that course will help you walk through the steps of figuring out what aspects of digestion may not be working correctly and steps you can take to improve that. Beyond digestive issues, it's also possible to have some type of sinus cavity infection. It's really common for someone to have an infection in their sinuses and not even really know it. They may just think, oh, I get some allergies, or I have postnasal drip sometimes, and oh, it's easy for me to catch a cold. But a lot of times this is due to an infection in the nasal cavity that's been there for a really long time. These infections can create what's called biofilms to protect themselves and to hide under. It's like a house they can kind of live in. It makes it hard for any kind of antibiotic or even antimicrobials and other things we use to try to wipe out these bad guys. It kind of protects them, and they can stay there for years or decades. So sometimes if there's an infection in your nose, the waste product from those microorganisms can create a bit of a stench, and it can come out through your nose as you're exhaling. So sometimes the odor can be coming from the nose, sometimes it's coming from the mouth, and sometimes it can be coming from lower down in the digestive system. So it's not just a matter of which toothpaste is going to get rid of my bad breath. A lot of times we have to look at things a lot deeper than that. If you've had any teeth pulled or root canals, it's also possible that the dentist left a pocket in your mouth, and that pocket made it available for an infection to set up camp and thrive there. So the waste product from that infection could be creating an odor that's coming out of your mouth as well. There's a wide variety of issues you see that you need to look at, but the most common issue seems to be a digestive problem that's causing foods to rot and ferment. Now, if you found any of this information helpful, be sure to click on the like and subscribe button, because that's what tells YouTube to share this with more people. And there's a lot more people that have been dealing with this for a long time and haven't been able to find the right answers. Now, if you're someone who does have digestive issues and digestive symptoms that may be showing up and they're just so common that you think that everybody deals with it, it's time to take some steps to improve that digestion, because digestive problems can cause a lot more trouble than just bad breath. So check out the free link for the digestion course in the description below. And for now, watch our playlist on optimizing digestion to get more insights on what you can do to improve your digestion. I can't wait to hear about your results.